Hello, guys. Welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Fynnlie Judd. He's 4-0, and it's fight week. He's fighting Kevin Reavell over 6 rounds at the Brentwood Centre on the Top Tier show. And yes, pleasure getting you on.
Pleasure, mate. Pleasure. It's nice to speak to you and nice to finally see your face.
Thank you. My first question for you is, how did you get into boxing?
I got into boxing when I was about 16, 15, 16, with my cousin. He he used to he used to give me some licks and that when I was growing up and stuff. So I wanted to be try and give him a few licks back. So I thought the only way I'm gonna be able to do that is do what he does, and that is get in the gym. So yeah, that's how it all started.
So, what age did you start boxing?
About 14, 15, around that age, 15, 16, something like that. I don't. When I actually put my head to it, it was about 15, 16. But I was like in and out of the gym, probably when I was about 14.
And did you have an amateur career?
I had a small amateur career. I think I had about seven seven bouts in the amateurs. I won like the southern areas, Hampshire counties. I didn't have much experience in the amateurs, but then I've done a little bit of the non-licensed stuff as well. I've done about 10 in the non-licensed, something like that.
And how many did you win of those fights?
So I won all my non-licensed, and then I only had what did I have? Maybe like 3 losses in the amateurs, but they were like against tough opponents. One was in the box cup to a lad who ended up going on and winning it. He was banging out everyone in the box cup tournament, to be fair. And then one was in the the finals to qualify for the nationals. So all my losses come against top opponents.
Mm-hmm. And so you made your pro debut back in 2020, 29th of February against Dale Arrowsmith over 4 rounds.
Yes, yes, that feels like a lifetime ago. To be fair, with old COVID and all that interrupted. Yeah, feels like a lifetime ago.
And it was a 39-37 win.
Yeah. It was the aim, obviously, because you turn over as a pro. Um, it was with a new team and whatnot. So there was obviously game plans that I had to try and stick to, new styles that I had to try and adapt to. So yeah, it was a comfortable win, very comfortable win.
39-37. What round do you believe you lost on the card?
I've got no idea. I've got no idea. To be fair, I wouldn't even say I lost a round. It was easy. Do you know what I mean? I was comfortable in there. The whole game plan went to plan, and we finished strong every round as well. So yeah, I don't know where that round went.
Mm. Was there any nerves, like as it was your pro debut, and do you get nervous before you fight?
Nah, there's no such thing as nerves. It's a horrible word for excitement. Really, I think. Yeah, yeah, nerves is just a different word for excitement. It's just a different level of excitement. So, yeah, I get excited for every fight. It's how you deal with that excitement. Um, so yeah, always excited for fighting, mate.
hmm And then you made you fought in your second fight against Jake Bray at the O2 Academy in Bournemouth, and you won 40-36.
Yeah, was that the second fight? Was it?
Mm.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, that was a good fight. To be fair, a shame really because that was one of my slickest fights. It was good clips and stuff, but they never actually like filmed it. It was just little clips from people in the crowd and that, um, which is annoying because yeah, there was some very like good quality moments in that fight that I like to watch back, but I can only see it from someone who recorded it up in the top floor of the uh, arena thingy, whatever it was called.
Mm. It's a similar venue to your call, sort of, is it?
What, down in Bournemouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wicked, mate. So it has got the different types of platforms, different levels. I think there might be two tiers down at the Bournemouth. But yeah, I can probably say that is my favourite venue. I fought there twice. It is one of the nicest venues I've ever fought at.
Hmm. And then you fought at Bracknell Leisure Centre. You fought Berman Sanchez 40-37. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he was a tough lad to be fair.
He had a
He got
winning
chucked
record
at
at the
me.
time as well.
Yeah, very good winning record to be fair. He got chucked at me, I think, on like a 3 day notice as well. He was meant to be fighting. I can't remember who was meant to be fighting. It was about 6'6". And then 3 days. So we trained a full like 8 week count for a 6'6" opponent, and then 3 days notice that Berman Sanchez come in, and I think he's about 5'8" or 5'9", like a very small opponent. So it was a tricky one to adapt to. Really, the whole style was just, yeah, it was a big old change up, but it was game, and he made a good fight out of it. To be fair, it was good.
Hmm. Were you happy with your performance?
Considering, yeah, the complete difference of styles that we trained for, yeah, it was yeah, it was a good performance. Obviously, it wouldn't have been my best, but yeah, I had to overcome a few things.
Hmm. What would you say has been your best performance to date?
Probably against the Jake Bray fight, because although we had a heavily losing record, he he wasn't in the mindset of being that kind of journeyman. He was in there to win. So he opened up, which allowed me to get my shots off. Like my slipping, my rolling, my evasive movement. It just brought out a better version of me because he was so eager to win himself. I'm pretty sure he went on and won the next 4 fights. I do believe it was
Oh
something.
yeah, he's been upsetting the upsetting
Yeah,
upsets, getting upset wins and draws. I've seen him. He's good.
yeah. That's what I mean. It was after that fight. So he weren't no joke. His record was. It would, like I said, I think he was all losses, but my coach at the time, he knew what kind of mindset he was gonna have, and that was to come in and win, which you don't really normally get with journeyman. So yeah, I think that was my best fight to date, which is a shame because no one can see it.
And then you fought at your call. You fought Milako Sotis.
Yes, he was another late replacement as well. But he was a good lad. Like he was game. He took some licks. To be fair, that was a good performance as well. Um, but yeah, it's the same again. It's hard to. You've obviously got to adapt to someone who comes in with 3 days' notice. So your whole game plan changes. It's never going to be um, your best performance really when you've got when it's completely different to what you've been training for.
Hmm. And of course your upcoming fight this weekend. You've got Kevin Reavell, who's 4-3, and of course it's over 6 rounds at the Brentwood Centre, and it's on the Top Tier show as well. Talk about the whole media day you had with Top Tier. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh mate, I'm real. Unreal. I couldn't. Obviously, I knew the media days were coming up and that, but obviously, I've never experienced anything like that. Like meeting Johnny and that. Like Johnny's got it. He's fucking smashing it, mate. Smashing it. Do you know what I mean? He literally does make everyone feel like you're a pay-per-view fighter. So hats off to him. Do you know what I mean? and he's a top man with us boys as well, interacting with us all the time, messages us, which is nice. Yeah, it's nice to be around. Do you know what I mean? You feel welcomed and part of the show, like properly. Do you know what I mean? We all feel like the same, which is
Hmm.
nice.
Of course, your opponent Kevin Reavell, of course, he's fought your teammate Ryan Maycock. Do you take
Yes,
much out of that fight?
I don't, because obviously me and Ryan, he's a southpaw, I'm orthodox, so it's a complete different. So I've watched, I think about 3 rounds. Oh, it was a 3 round fight, wasn't it?
Mm.
Um, I watched that fight purely out of just to see how Ryan got on with it, being my stablemate and whatnot. But yeah, I can't really take much out of it because he's a southpaw, um, and it's going to be a completely different fight. So yeah, I didn't really take much out of that one.
Hmm. What do you overall make of Kevin Reavell as a fighter?
Yeah, he's good. Do you know what I mean? He can box. Um, if I don't like, I've got to be switched on. I've got to be sharp. I've got to turn up on the night. If I don't turn up on the night, then it's going to be a very, very long night for myself. Which, but then I can't. The way my training camp's gone, the way my mindset is right now, the way I finished my camp off, I can't see a bad version of me coming out on the night, and that is the only way I'm gonna make it a hard night for myself is if a bad version of myself comes out. But yeah, I just don't see that version of myself coming out. I think you're gonna see one of the best versions of me.
Hmm. Did camp go good?
Yeah, brilliant, mate, brilliant. We obviously every fight has little niggles and stuff during camps. Everyone gets it, but yeah, the way we managed it, and yeah, mate, it's been perfect. Every fighter says, it's been the best camp to date, blah blah blah. But yeah, it's been comfortable, mate. Well, I wouldn't say comfortable as such. It's been pretty pinpoint, to be fair.
Hmm. Do you believe the pressure's more on him than you, or?
Uh, in a sense, you can say that because obviously you kind of you look at his record and whatnot, you question if he puts another loss on there, where does he go from there? Um, so I can kind of see it. Yeah, he does have the pressure, but then people say, "Oh, you got your O and whatnot." I don't really give a shit about my O. To be fair, it's nice to have,
Mm.
but I'm more there for an entertaining night. Do you know what I mean? Me and Kevin can have a good old tear up, then let it be. But like I said, if he gets the best version of me on the night, then it's gonna be tough for him. A very tough night.
Hmm. Can we expect a stoppage from you, or the usual saying, if the knockout's there, it's just a bonus, really?
Um, yeah, we'd have to see on the night, eh? We'd
Hmm.
have to see on the night.
Do you feel like you're like, of course, it is a good show stat from top to bottom, but do you feel like you're going to steal the show?
100%. I feel like I've already done that. I feel like I've taken over the top tier Instagram. I think you just see my ugly face all over the place. Um, so yeah, now do you know what I mean? I've done all the entertaining side of things. Now I've got to throw my entertaining side in the ring and back it all up. Really, do you know what I mean? Talk is good, but the hands have got to do the rest.
Hmm. Of course, yeah. What time do you feel like you'll be fighting for your fans and people watching from home? Um, yeah. What
Uh,
time do you think you'll be on?
Hopefully, I'll be like midway. Purely because I don't like waiting around. Um, Do you know what I mean? It's a very long night if you're back end of the fight card and everyone's going the distance. I know he's got about 10 fights on, I do believe. Um, But yeah, hopefully midway would be nice. Let the crowd get settled in and whatnot. Oh, you still there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let the crowd get settled in. I've got a nice amount of numbers coming down, so it'd be nice for everyone to be in there, get them settled in and whatnot. And then yeah, we can get the ball rolling.
Mhm. What have I asked you? What can fans expect from you?
What was that? Sorry.
What can fans expect from you on Saturday?
Excitement and explosive. Uh, do you know what I mean? I'm excited, mate. I'm excited. I'm buzzing. Do you know what I mean? The the hard work is done now. Just got to make the weight. Hopefully Kevin makes the weight, and then yeah, the fans will see on the night what type of performance it's going to be. But yeah, it's exciting. It gets me excited, because I know what kind of performance it's going to be.
Mhm. Of course, there's like he was his last opponent fought for an area title. Is the goal for this year the Southern area, or just full focus on Kevin and see what comes next after?
Pretty much. I mean, like, it's not, you got to wait. You got to have your goals. Set out a little plan. Obviously, I've set out a little plan and whatnot, but that can all change. You know what I mean? But yeah, my full focus on Kevin. I'm not taking him lightly at all.
Hmm. And before I let you go, do you want to thank manager, trainers, sponsors, just anybody who's helping you on your journey at this moment in time?
Yeah, cool. So obviously, I want a big shout out to Char. He's my manager and coach at the moment. To be fair, putting a lot of work with me. Been there every day, morning and evening. And then massive shout out to my sponsors, the ones that stayed on board for this new year. So I've got Yes Kitchens, wall to wall flooring, and Glaze Fix windows. They massively helped me out getting my medicals done. Like boxers know, medicals ain't cheap. So they massively helped paying for these medicals and to able to for me to able to fight. So yeah,
Hmm.
big shout out to them.
And from me, mate, thank you for your time and good luck Saturday. All the
No,
best.
thank you, mate. It's been a pleasure. Hope to speak to you soon. Yeah,
Thank you. Good luck.
but man, take care, mate.